Let's ask Texas Governor Rick Perry, who joins me now. He's hunting for jobs in Orange, California. Governor, what do you make of that? Because no offense to Ms. Davis, who might be just all perfect, well and good, but she clearly is the mainstream media enticing candidate, and not Ted Cruz.
Yeah. But not in the mainstream of Texas thought. I'm for Greg Abbott, a very strong pro-life, pro-Second Amendment, just a great attorney general for the state of Texas. So they'll have the opportunity to talk about their vision for our state. And I will suggest to you that the last 10 years, leading the nation in the creation of jobs, last 10 years, 30% of all jobs created in America were created in Texas. So
you have your longest-serving record. You've got an economic wind at your back. No one denying. I guess I just find this a clear double standard. Whatever your political point of view, I just like to remind people, why was she feted as a hero and Cruz as a zero? Both were arguing in chambers where the other party held the cards. Both where the chief executive, in your case in Texas, in President Obama's case nationally. So they held all the advantage and nothing was going to move. The needle wasn't going to move. She moved people. Ted Cruz turned off people. Now, we know that wasn't the case, but I'm just saying it is a double standard.
Yeah, I started to say I don't necessarily agree with the analysis there that's what happened. In the state of Texas, we had clearly people are for protecting life, and the people of the state of Texas overwhelmingly
so you don't
by
think
their
she
members
has
of the legislature
you don't think
and the
she
public.
has a shot at becoming governor?
I think it's a very difficult task for someone as far out of the mainstream as Winnie Davis is to be successful being elected governor of Texas. Because this election is really going to be about who's got a vision for continuing Texas on the path to be the most successful job creation state in America. And I suggest Greg Abbott is the person who will continue with policies on tax and regulation and stopping frivolous lawsuits and continuing to have accountable public schools. That's the reason that folks out in Orange County, by the way, Art Laffer said to tell you hello. He's helping us out here as we talk blue state, red state policies. The people of Orange County, California get it when it comes to how do you create a climate of competition. And that's what these governor's races are really going to be about across the country.
I think they're about all races, Governor. I think they're about all races because people teased you, picked on you, but I always thought you could come back and say, well, who's the longest serving governor in the country? And just say, but that's just me being childish. But I do think that there is a disconnect between what the Washington crowd, what they're into, and what average folks are into. So back to the argument over the government shutdown, if you don't mind weighing in on that, and this rap that Republicans are going to get the blame for bringing it to a halt. The counter-argument here from many of the Republicans is, well, we're hearing from our base, and they find the government itself and the way we go about things and endorsing and rubber stamping still more spending, that is really what's bothering them, and that's not showing up in polls. Do you agree?
Well, I think Americans, whether Republicans or Democrat, want government to function properly. And they're looking to Washington, D.C., and they're seeing dysfunction. They're looking to the state capitals, and they're seeing places, in most cases, where it's working. Washington is not where people look for solutions anymore, and that's a shame. Washington should do a few things and do those few things really well, and then let it disperse back to the states to be where the bulk of the innovation and the experimentation really works. And that's what our founding fathers, I think, meant for us to do. And so blue state versus red state policies, I think, is a great conversation. That's one of the reasons Americans for Economic Freedom was founded, and Dr. Laffer and others, Newt Gingrich, being on the board and helping to push that conversation across this country. And Americans, I think, by and large, are going to say, you know what, we really like the idea of job creation. You can take better care of your family.
Gotcha.
And the Washington mentality is we're going to count success by how many people are on government subsistence, government assistance, and red state governors count success by how many people have a job and they can take care of their families themselves.
That could be the final decider, not what the inside crowd is saying or the hip crowd is saying or the punditry crowd is saying. So we'll see. But, Governor, it's always great having you on. Thank you very much.
Good to be with you, Neil. Thank you, sir.